with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, and he connects with Vance McDonald. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's their sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed it, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Here we go.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long.
51's the mark. 51's the mark. Not today, you are.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Kill. 47. 54. 26.
On second down, it's Connor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Fred Warner coming off a strong rookie year in on the stop for the Niners. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Mike's 50. Who that? Mike 50.
Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
11. Hey, come on.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Prescott. Incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Able to find Switzer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
From the 39, Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Touchdown, 49ers! Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Bravo.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Dick.
Let's put him on the buses.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to run. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
21.
950. On yard.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and